Right, welcome back. Today I will go through what coat is. Before I thought coat was for only cloth materials, but when I've done some research on blender.org, I found out that coat can be used for car paint, and since I'm working on a car, I thought this will be quite interesting to look at. And I just realized something. It's very useful. Like, we can create all sorts of different paint for cars, and the paint comes to like life when you use the coat, and it's just amazing. So right now I'm using a simple BSDF and just have put on a color and put the roughness to close to zero. And this is usually what I do when I do car paints. It's looking good, don't get me wrong, but it's not really that good. And this color I will put to a red color. And then we scroll down here to coat. And in here we have the weight, the roughness, and IOR. And the two main things that we will be working on is the weight and the IOR. And since roughness is low already, we don't have to touch that. So what we'll do is right now it's a matted color. It's just matte, boring color. But if we turn the weight up, we will start getting some reflections. And this is because of the roughness, because it's very low. If we turn up the roughness to 1, it's become matte again. And depending on what car paint you want, maybe you want this kind of effect in your car paint, that's good for you, but I want to keep this low. And then we have this IOR, but that IOR is also controlling the reflectiveness of the car paint. But to really see a difference in the IOR, I will change the tint. And the tint, it's hard to explain, but I will try to show you. So now, when I'm changing this to blue, I realize that blue and red don't really mix good together, so it's very good to demonstrate what this actually is. And now we can change the IOR. So if we put this to 1, we can see it's not really happening that much. The IOR works kind of like the roughness. And as you can see right now, the blue will add as a pearl effect on the car paint. So this looks very cool. It's like this matted color right now with the red in the middle, and on the sides is the blue. And it's very cool. But since the IOR is at 1, it's matted color, but if we turn it up to 2, it's going to give off a lot of reflections. So I will try to find an angle here where we can see the pearl effect. And it's very hard to see. So I will put this down to 0.5. Now I start seeing some reflections, but I think we need to go down to even more, like 0.3. Yeah, 0.3 is good. Now I can see at least some in this. It's very blue here, and on this it's like purple almost. So we can change the color to green. And also look at this. I'm having the roughness as default, and it's still looking shiny. So the coat is very useful for making car paint. I'm not quite sure what will happen if we turn up this to 1. Oh, okay. So, oh, that's cool. Okay, so if we turn it to like 0, it has this like chrome effect, and now the I think the pearl effect is even more visible. You can see here on the side here and along the side of the car it's very green, but on the edge here and also here some places it's like brown color. So here also depending how much of a pearl effect you want and how much like chrome effect you want. So if you put it to like 1, we have some pearl effect, but it's not much at all. But if we turn it down to 0, it's like night and day. But I will keep this at 0.5 because I think this is the most, I don't know what to say it, like default uh, car paint. And I'm thinking this looks very good. And also you have to think of one thing. How will the colors mix? Because red and green becomes brown. I still have to learn what colors mix good together, but it seems like one of the colors have to be darker than the other one. If we go to the blue here, it's quite dark, and this pink is quite like as pink as it can get. So that's what I've learned from this, but the coat, I think it's the main reason I'm making this video. I had no idea what this was a thing, but I will use this from now on in every car paint that I'm using. So I hope you learned something at least. And if you like this video, give it a like, and I will see you in the next video.